Hey guys, welcome to my Winter Arc series where I'm going to be showing you how I'm turning into Batman and I'm locking in and I'm such a... Does anyone else find all that Winter Arc stuff just... I can't say it on YouTube. So I'm just going to use cringe, but I think you know what I was wanting to say. Yeah, I just find it so strange. Like, why are you only focusing for 3 months of the year? Why are you locking in for only 3 months of the year? There's 12 months, 365.25 days, because you've got to account for leap years. If you're just going to focus up for the last part of the year, moving into the first part of the year, and then the rest, you're just like dilly-dallying about, you're not going to make any progress. Anyway, fitness channel, gym guy, going to the gym. I mean, if you're not expecting this, I don't know what to say to you. Because this isn't really a vlog channel. Or I guess it is because I'm vlogging right now. I don't know, but I'm going to the gym, I'm training up a body and I can't wait. So yeah, I'm benching, I'm doing some back, I'm doing all sorts of cool, fun activities today. And it's cold, so I'm wearing a beanie. And I'm probably gonna keep the beanie on throughout the session because yeah, I'm just one of those people. I'm just so cool like that. Okay, I'm gonna be off. See you in a jiffy. That session was actually nuts. I still haven't plucked up the courage to talk to the camera while actually working out, so it would just be montages or voiceovers, but I can't do a voiceover because my setup is back at uni, I'm back at home, and it makes no sense to like move stuff around. So hope you enjoy the montage. I'm gonna head home, have my post-workout meal, which, if I remember, I'll show to you, because I feel that might be quite interesting to see what a jacked guy like me eats in a day. So yeah, really, really good pump. I mean, probably helped by the fact that I ate 19 plates of sushi at Yo Sushi yesterday. That's carved me up, so that's why I look absolutely insane right now. But yeah, it's good to be back at the home gym. RGB lighting and that, calm on. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go head back, get my post-workout meal, get my protein in, because gym bros always need protein. I must say, I still feel strange setting up an actual camera instead of my phone. And even then, like, putting down a tripod, regardless whether it's a phone or a camera. I don't know. I hate invading, like, other people's space, because it is a public gym. And even though I don't care what anyone thinks, I still, obviously, I'm not gonna just whip out the camera after a set of bench and be like, yo guys, that was such a good set, yada yada yada. Like, I don't know. Again, personal space. I don't want to be looking like an absolute moron talking to a camera with no one behind the screen. I think it's different if I'm on a call. If I was on FaceTime or just a regular phone call, I think it's whatever, because I'm actually having a conversation, but I'm not having a conversation. I'm just talking to myself. Even though I'm talking to you now, because I've uploaded the video, I am just talking to myself. probably been like almost 2 weeks since that last clip. You didn't hear anything, shut up. I've just been chilling. I've just been enjoying my time at home. It's the Christmas period, I've had my birthday, I've just been revising as well for my January exams. I really haven't had anything to say to the camera. I've had a few spurts like here and there, trying to film something, trying to explain a few things about fitness, and I've put them in the editing software, montaged it, and I'm just like, I'm yapping for no reason. Just like I am now, but here we are. I'm going for a natural pre-workout, some coffee. I've added a bit of honey, not because I don't like black coffee, but it's because honey is just extra carbs, and it's a very convenient way. Just have it. And then the coffee's sweeter, so yum. What I am going to talk about, what I am going to speak to you about is my training philosophy. I just give up. My training philosophy, that's what I'm going to speak to you about, because I think that might be relatively interesting. I've ran a bodybuilding split, I've ran a science-based split, I've ran a powerlifting split, I've ran a power building split, and out of all of those, I've done push-pull legs, I've done upper lower, you name it, I've probably done it. Out of everything, I've found either push-pull legs or upper lower to be the most effective for myself. Whether that's push-pull legs, or push-pull legs, push-pull, or whether it's upper lower, or even, say, an upper lower rest push-pull legs. Realistically, the split doesn't really matter as long as you're hitting each muscle group at least twice a week. Well, at least once a week. Twice a week, ideally. 3 times a week is probably overkill. But if it's an area that you want to be worked more, obviously work it more. I think 3 times a week is the maximum, personally. I've had splits which are like benching 4 times a week, which to some of you probably sounds like heaven. Trust me, when it's that intense, and your body isn't used to it especially, all of a sudden that extra volume kills not only your central nervous system, your bench performance, but it also caused me to get a muscle knot in my pec that is now permanent. Maybe not permanent because I could go to a physiotherapist and get it like removed, but there's like a full-on indentation in my chest. It's not particularly noticeable, but I know it's there, and sometimes it can flare up. So yeah, high volume, I recommend against it. I'm more of a fan of low volume, high intensity. So I'm more likely to do 2 sets to a real RPE 8. I feel like too many people go to failure and it's just not necessary. I've found that going to failure, even doing 2 sets to failure, to me, it's too exhausting. Yes, exhaustion is a part of training, sure, but it comes at a cost. If you're training 6 times a week and you're doing 2 sets of each exercise, all of them to failure, you're an idiot, right? Because you're just going to tire yourself out. If you think, oh yeah, but going to failure and then you can get stronger and then, no. Personally, go to 2 reps from failure, max. Maybe 1 rep from failure if you're really wanting to push it. That way, I found, you can progressively overload more consistently because you've got a bit of buffer, right? You're able to go to the gym the next week, have an increase of weight, and that buffer allows for potential fatigue that you've accumulated. Maybe you didn't sleep as well. Okay, but because you're not going to failure, it doesn't really matter. You're not only going to get 6 reps, right? You're going to get a few more. Speaking of reps ranges, I am waffling, right? I'll go into detail much more at some point, but this is like a relatively brief explanation. In terms of rep ranges, I normally stick to about 8 to 12 Again, a lot of people are, oh, 8 to 12. It just works for me, okay? Sometimes I go up to 15, sometimes I go up to 20, sometimes I only do 3 to 5. So the caveats there are lower reps for compound exercises. Personally, I prefer that. So your RDLs, your bench presses, military presses, squats, deadlifts as well, all of that I do towards the lower rep ranges. I don't really go higher than 8 or 10. Accessories, so some like technically classed as compound, like an incline dumbbell press, I'll do like 10 to 12, maybe an 8, like 8 for a top set, 68 for a top set. And then everything else is normally around 10 to 12 plus, because just a bit of extra time under tension, and obviously 2 sets you're gonna have to get a certain amount of volume in anyway, to induce hypertrophy. In terms of what exercises I choose, I have actually started a little like series thing on my TikTok page, which is well, it's not linked. I might link it. I'll link it, which is the first link in the description, or it's just somewhere here. There we go. Magic of editing, eh? There I've talked about my favorite chest exercises, my favorite back exercises, my favorite arm exercises. I'm yet to do stuff like shoulders, stuff like legs, but I will get round to it. If you're too lazy to go to my TikTok page, which you should give me a follow, every follow helps. Pecs, back, arms, that's what I've got so far. Honestly, editing wizard. So you can pause the video and have a look for yourself. You'll notice that I don't really use cables or machines, and it's not that I don't like them, it's just I prefer free weights. And I'll tell you the reason. Free weights often contribute to building a stronger core. And a strong core isn't just your abdominal muscles, it's also your lower back. Strong core is so essential to unlocking freedom of movement, better balance, better strength, better stability, balance, that's the same thing. Power, explosive, everything pretty much stems from your core. So training it is essential, and not many people are going to want to go out of the way and have a few core exercises, which by the way, you could probably do with adding some into your routine. But if you're time restricted, or you just cannot be bothered, which I guess fair enough, like training arms is a bit more fun, it can save time. You know, standing barbell shoulder press is just gonna bulletproof your core so much more than a seated dumbbell press or a seated machine press. Yes, the seated variants are going to isolate your shoulders more and remove the fact, well, if you've got a weak core, it's going to help you out, right? But my logic is the fact that a weak core should be addressed, and addressing that will allow you to then get stronger. Simple as. And if anything, you're going to have to lower the weight, and that will put more emphasis on the shoulders because you can then control the weight more. Honestly, it's a win-win. Free weights are just goated. Stuff like arms, I do prefer doing some cable and machine exercises. Like the preacher curl, like my last video that I showed you, like the preacher curl is just so good, and those Bayesian curls on the cables I've found are extremely effective at hitting my biceps, which have been a struggle for me to grow for however long. So if I like the exercise, I'll do it. If not, I'll stick to the basics, do some free weights. I think that's probably enough yap for one video for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed the montage. Hope you enjoyed me explaining how I train. If anything's unclear, I'd be happy to delve deeper in the comments or address them in the next video. So if you've got any questions, just leave them down below. Today's the 23rd of December, I think. So it'll be my last session before Christmas. I'm training chest because I just love training chest. No legs will be hit before Christmas. Although I might go for a spontaneous deadlift PR. PR slash 1 rep max match. And if I do go higher, I'll probably post it on my socials. So follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok, in the description, or Instagram, TikTok, literally the same handle. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you're new here, subscribe please, because that wasn't very polite of me, was it? Please subscribe. It just shows that you're enjoying the videos, and I'll continue to make them. And if you're enjoying watching them, then it's all just a win-win, right? So, yeah. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.